So to bring you guys up to speed, what we got going on, I got the sensor in. I got the sensor adapter in because this radiator is plastic, so that this radiator or this variable speed control box over there can monitor and control the fans in response to the engine temperature at the mount that sensor right there in the outlet stream of the radiator of the lower radiator hose. I stated I'm doing that because the plastic tanks on this radiator conducts heat at a different rate than an aluminum or a copper radiator tank. So I got that done. I'm kind of starting to route the sensor wiring over there. I got to secure it up with, you know, some type of tie strap or zip tie. So basically these two wires are going to come up here where it says to 3 and 4, where it says sensor, SEN, that's what that means, sensor. So those are going to tie in there. What I'm currently working on now is my power wires here. So I went on and crimped these. I got both of these 10 gauge wires going into a 10 gauge terminal. So I got this crimped and I put a little piece of heat shrink there. So this right here is going directly to the battery. And I talked about these earlier. So these things can pop off. And these are the fuse holders. So basically, you can secure this with a screw somewhere, and you put your fuses there, which I'm going to be running two 40 amp fuses. And you can basically, you put this cover on to keep your fuses safe. So, and on the other end of this wire, I'm going to run this blue 10 gauge wire here, and this is going to go to the other side of the fan connector. So actually I'm gonna go ahead and start wiring some of this up now. I gotta figure out how much wire I need. I think this right here came with the kit to attach those orange wires to whatever you're wiring them up to. So I will only need 2 of these connectors because the other side go into the battery terminal. So they're like there's some barrel style butt connectors. So this is them right here. They're kind of hiding. Well, here they go. That's what they look like. There's some barrel style butt connectors. And then it's got some heat shrink in there also. So got that. That's gonna run in this. So that's the heavy duty power cable to the fans. The reason I'm running 10 gauge wire is to pretty much that way you don't have to worry. You probably could on these fans. You probably could get away with running 12 gauge wire, but I wouldn't run like 14 or 16 because you have a possibility of burning up your wires under high current conditions. I don't even know the amp rating for these fans, but I believe they probably pull somewhere between 20 and 30 amps. Pretty much what makes the fan amperage go up is if the radiator core got blocked. Like let's say for instance, if the fans are on and you put a piece of cardboard in front of this radiator, the fans will have to work harder to pull the air through. So, you know, like this car has an AC condenser on it, even though the AC is not hooked up. But, you know, if that's dirty or clogged, which it looked pretty clean, but, you know, for any instant, that's pretty much what makes your fan amperage go up. So a 30 amp fuse probably would be cool in here, but I'm gonna run 40 amp fuses in that harness. And 10 gauge wires is gonna be sufficient. Actually, I got 10 gauge wiring on my car and I have bigger fans. So, and I've had 12 gauge before, so I know 12 gauge will work. But 10 gauge is just pretty much peace of mind. Like, hey, I got enough amperage. I got enough current and gauge wire going to the fans, so they're not gonna starve or, you know, pull too much power. So it's just enough. So they got ample battery going to them, and versus tying them together on one wire, even though 10 gauge is big enough. Some guys out there, they'll run like one power cable to both fans to do it, but I give them their own power, and of course they got to have their own ground for the variable speed control. So that's enough for me talking about that. So I'm about to go ahead and so I've already made sure my ring terminal is going to fit here on the battery. I just got to map everything out of where I'm gonna place everything, and then start getting the other side of this power connector hooked up. So that's what I'm working on next. All right, everything going along pretty smooth. So I got the hot wires attached to the battery. I got them secured, the fuse holders secured right there. So now what I'm doing is I'm crimping these wires into place. I got my heat shrink there. That's gonna go over there like that. So I'm gonna get this in there. I'm gonna see if I can get it positioned. Then I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna crimp that down. All right, so pretty much right here, I got my crimpers into place here, right here. Trying to get this thing to focus in. So I'm gonna crimp this. So with my ratchet style crimpers, I went on and got this crimped down. So that's nice and good. That ain't going nowhere. And then I'm gonna slide this over here so it look nice and neat. And I'm gonna get my heat gun out, heat shrink that down, and then I'm gonna kind of like neatly route it down. And I'm gonna put a terminal in this connector here, and that fan is gonna be wired up with hot juice. I don't have any fuses loaded in here, but basically, yeah, like I spoke before, I got these right here. So pretty much when I do these installs, I kind of, you know, I'm pretty much just thinking about, you know, the next guy that's going to be working on it. Or if this was my car, that's what I would do. So this is the type of quality work I do. So just in case you do have a problem or something, everything's easy to service. Everything's easy to track down. Like if you need to check your fuses, you can automatically slide this out and check your fuse. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue rolling on. Pretty much by the time I start filming again, I'm gonna have those connectors wired up, and then I'm gonna be working on these alternator wires, getting those longer here. So I went on and got a pretty much a wire protector sheathing, and ran that down through there. I got some rubber insulator to kind of hold the cable. So basically I just kind of made like two little harnesses. Got one for the power side, one for the ground side, going like that. So I'm about to connect them up, and I'm gonna put a couple more little little things to secure the wiring here, so everything kind of be nice and neat. So pretty much I guess I'll go up under there in a little bit and show you guys what it looks like underneath. But basically, you know, if this guy, if he got to go through through the desert, you know, if he rolls over a cactus bush, you know what I'm saying, I don't want nothing to snag and pull the wiring down. So I don't want nothing hanging down too low. But this is all gonna be up here nice and neat. So I'm about to do some more stuff to get them secured, and get ready to wrap this up. And pretty much from here, it's almost ready. I'm gonna go ahead and hook this sensor up over there, and then after that, it's pretty much just getting just power ground ignition, then basically the fans be ready to run. All right, guys. So I'm up into the car. I'm just showing you guys some of the details of how I got the wiring routed. So everything's nice and neat. Got power and ground and all the sensor wire harness kind of secured along the bottom of this radiator core support. So that's pretty much what everything looked like up under here. So we'll go up top, see what it looks like. All right, so this is what it looks like up here. I got the sensor wire in to the sensor area on the box, on the control box. So we got the ground wires. Got the ground wires neatly going over to the ground side of the fan, and I got the power wires on the other side, and I got our quick disconnect connector right here. So basically it's a Delphi 2-pin weather pack connector. So you can get those pretty much on Amazon, eBay, or at your local parts store. Summit Racing even sell them too. They sell the Delphi brand and the their own pretty much brand. It's pretty much a similar thing. It's still good quality at a cheaper price. So pretty much this is the type of work I do here at Cool Fred's Garage. But anybody who refer clients to me, this is the type of quality work that I do. So pretty much that's what when they refer me, they tell people, they be like, man, Cool Fred gonna have you right. So but pretty much, I mean, I do this stuff on the side in my spare time, cause I do work a regular job, but in my spare time I do stuff like this. So but you know, a lot of times I'm not able to get everybody in a timely manner because, you know, I'm pretty much backed up or doing stuff. But most people gonna tell you, you know, if you like the type of work I do, they be like, man, you just got to wait till that man get an opening till you get an appointment. But so we almost there on this, ready to get them powered up. But I got the power wires running over there, as we spoke before, from the battery over there to right there. So pretty much everything about the fan system, I mean, I got it simplistic. Try to make it as simplistic and user friendly as possible. So pretty much next up is just getting this box where to turn on. But pretty much that's all the time I got for the night. So when I get back on this, I'm gonna be running ground over here to number 7. I'm gonna get prepared for the fail safe. We're not running AC on this one, so but it's there just in case you want to upgrade in the future. And then a battery power and ignition. So basically I got to go in the car and see where I'm gonna get the ignition source from when you turn on the key. Because another feature of this box, I didn't really say nothing about this. I haven't mentioned it, but it will. That's cool for the guys who got turbos and stuff like that, or if they need to run like different accessories and stuff. But like, you know, like a coolant pump or something like that. Not off this box, but if you have something else controlling it, like the engine computer. But this box can control, will run the fans, I believe, up to 1 minute, up to 60 seconds after you turn the ignition off. So it's kind of like a cool down phase. So when you turn the ignition off, if the temperature is the operating temperature, it's got a cool down phase. That's pretty much, I think, about 60 seconds. So the fans will run when you turn the car off, to allow it just to cool down a little bit. So I think that was about it. I forgot what else I was gonna say. But thank you guys for checking out Cool Fred's Garage. If you like this type of stuff, man, please give me a like, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Putting something down in the comments, man, what y'all think about this belt system. Y'all think this is the Summit kit. Pretty much just alternator, power steering, water pump kit. My first time installing it. You go back through some of the other videos, you'll see some of the, it was pretty much straightforward. The only hiccup I had was that alternator pulley, getting that to fit. But other than that, everything else is pretty smooth. So give me a comment, tell me what you think about you know, would y'all run this setup on a small block Chevy? And then also on the fans, what y'all think about the fan installation. So I can't wait to get this thing started up and get the fans powered up. Show you guys how this thing works. So that's it, man. Thank you guys for checking out Cool Fred's Garage. That's gonna be it for the night. I gotta go in and catch some sleep.